Episode 3. Sunt tamen haud pardrum multi qui priore de Eucharistia commentario sic moti sunt, ut rem planissimam in considerationem admiserent, qui pridem aurdres obstinatius quam incantatione observabant, iis hoc subsidium mittitur, ut quod superioribus propter operis celerem ac tumultuariam promulgationem Dei est, hic ex parte sarciatur, partem enim alii praestabunt. Recall that in the previous episode, Zwingli was talking about the twofold reply that he would make to his title, the Subsidium or Coronis, and he had this metaphor of troops and the accepting of aid. Now he continues, Tamen, nevertheless, there are by no means too many persons, parum multi, who are so moved, sic moti sunt, by the priore commentario, by my earlier work or commentary on the Eucharist. So priore commentario is an ablative of instrument with moti sunt, or an ablative of means. And notice this symbol here means that it is actually commentario with two M's, etc. And priore is modifying it. Now priore is a comparative adjective, and it is ablative here, third declension. So he says, there are nevertheless by no means too many persons who were so compelled or so moved by my earlier commentary on the Eucharist that as a result, notice how the sic here, this adverb of degree, sets up the result clause that they admiserent, that they allowed the matter, planissimam, they considered or admitted the matter, rem, such a plain or obvious matter, planissimam, here in the superlative, rem planissimam, that they subjected it or admitted it to their consideration. They thought about it plainly. So he didn't have such success with his first commentary on the Eucharist that they took the matter, rem, under plain consideration, you might say. In fact, he says, when he continues with pridem here, indeed, to it, the antecedent of qui is rem, so qui is feminine, singular, and dative. Indeed, to it, meaning to the matter, their ears, aures, they were bolting, observabant, they were bolting their ears to this subject, more obstinately or more stubbornly, obstinatius, comparative adverb, than they would to incantatione, than they would to a magic charm of some sort, an incantation. So the verb obsero, first conjugation, takes the accusative direct object, which is aures, to bolt or to lock one's ears, and then the dative indirect object, qui, which is also incantatione after the comparative adverb quam. Time requires us to deal with this sentence in the next episode. Let's look at the sequence of tenses. Sunt here is the main verb, and moti sunt is the verb of the subordinate clause, the qui clause, which introduces the ut, or the result clause. So, according to the sequence of tenses, when the main verb is a primary tense, i.e. present or true perfect, the subordinate verb has to be either a present subjunctive or perfect subjunctive. Present subjunctive is simultaneous or subsequent time. Perfect subjunctive is prior. Zwingli has chosen the perfect subjunctive admiserent to indicate prior time. They did not allow his idea into open consideration.